Welcome back to another episode of Verified Prospect Bros. And my phone is dying. There's something I actually want to talk about. The channel Psychox talked about it a little bit, and it's about like all right. So for the guys, mostly for the guys, have you guys been on Tinder and looking at these women bios and saying to yourself, like when you read these women bios on Tinder, and I said no hookups, like no hookups and stuff like that. Like they're always saying that don't hookups, and then it's always a disqualifier in their bios. So no hookups, no broke men. It's they lead with the disqualifiers. They lead with something that they want secondarily. Most cases, primarily what they want is like the relationship, the commitment, and stuff like that. They don't lead with that. They lead with disqualifiers. So a lot of the times when people, both men and women, when they lead with the disqualifiers, especially if there's in the Tinder bio or at the first impression, like it doesn't set the pace for a good interaction. Because if I meet a girl and she's like, before you even tell me your name, I just want to let you know, no broke man, none of this. I'm just like, well, even if I wasn't, I'm gonna say like, well, it gives a bad impression. Because if it was reverse, imagine a guy meets a girl and he's like, hey, before, I know you look nice, you're a wonderful girl. I just want to let you know I'm just interested in sex. Just interested in sex. If a guy said it to a girl, I'm pretty sure it works. It works more so no than it should, but it shouldn't work. And most guys it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So for example, when a guy does that, it leaves a bad impression, and the guy knows that. However, women are more likely to lead with those type of things because they're not the ones who are doing the impression. They're not ones who are like doing the check. They're the checking. They're not qualifying. They're qualifying, but they're not doing the process to be qualified. They're not business. They don't business about being qualified. They are the one who are qualifying the guys. So that's why they're more likely to do that. So I'm just saying, guys, like lead with the right stuff. Lead with an open mind because open mind gives opportunity to, if anything goes wrong, is like okay, I'm not like any traumatic events. I didn't trigger anything. Because sometimes we do trigger things that we shouldn't, and we wouldn't know. So you have to leave an open mind and understand what you can control, what you cannot control. And a lot of times we get confused with the things we can control. Um, like for like for example, we get confused with the things we can control versus the things we cannot control. I think if you leave the impression with you knowing what you can control and just like forget about the things you cannot control and just leave it be, like nature take its course, I think it sets up for a better interaction versus like, oh, I don't want this. I don't want. Before you continue, I don't want this. Like when girls talk, oh, I don't want no broke man. I don't no hookups, especially in their Tinder bio. Oh, I don't want no hookups. I don't want this. I don't want that. Because guys don't do that. Guys don't meet a girl and be like, oh, no commitment, no commitment. They don't do that. Well, the guys I know, they don't do that. They allow nature to take its course. So with that, I'm just like, yo, females, understand there's certain things you have to take by chance. You just have to take certain things by chance. And if you pretend to control the things you can't, you wouldn't enjoy the real meaning of a relationship. Yes, you can protect yourself, but the thing with protecting yourself with control is again is like um mm, you you take out you take out the like the joy, but you remove the bad. So you take out the good and the bad if you do that. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think because for me personally, I don't try to control what I can't.